Hi friends, good morning and welcome you all. So in our previous lecture we have studied types of random sampling and how we can carry out these types of random sampling in very detail, and in that we have studied that random samples, they are based on probability based method, that each and every individual of the population has an equal chance or equal opportunity to being selected or being a part of sample. Okay, so in this today's lecture, we're going to study non-probability sampling methods, and the main feature of these sampling methods is that here the selection is non based on non-random methods. Okay, so in these type sampling methods, the selection is based on non-probability or non-random basis. In previous sampling methods, we have studied samples, they are taking by process of random methods or random sampling methods. Okay, but in this type of sampling method, that is non probability sampling methods, so there is specific criteria that is used to select a sample, and the selection is non random, purely non random. Okay, so, in a non probability sample, individuals are selected based on non random criteria. This is the main feature of non probability, and you can say this type of sampling method as a non random sampling methods. Okay, and not every individual has chance of being included as a part of sample. So, this is again the main feature. Listen carefully. In previous sampling method, we have seen that each and every individual of population has an equal chance or has an equal opportunity to being selected as a part of sample. But here, in case of non-probability based sampling method, first criteria is that here these sampling methods are based on non-random criteria. Okay, so each and every individual has a chance of means each and every individual of population has not chance of being included as a population. Okay, so what is the main feature of this type of non probability sampling method? So first is that it is based on non random criteria. Okay, so in this type of method, each and every individual of population as included as a part of sample does not occur in this type of sampling method. Okay, so this type of sample is easier and cheaper to access, but it has higher risk of sampling bias. So what is the main drawback of this type of sampling method? That there should be bias. Bias should occur due to specific features. Okay, and you cannot use to make valid statistical inference about the whole sample population. Okay, so this is again the main drawback, that you cannot make valid statistical inferences about the whole population. So non probability sampling techniques are often appropriate for exploratory or qualitative research. Okay, so these type of sampling methods, they are mostly used in exploratory or qualitative research studies. So, in this type of research, the aim is not to test hypotheses about a broad population, but to develop initial understanding of small or under-researched population. So, basically, these type of sampling methods, they are used in qualitative research, where we do not want to test any kind of hypothesis, and the main feature is that the selection is non-random, purely on non-random criteria. We have to use specific criteria or specific features for selecting samples, and in case here each and every individual has a chance of being, there is no chance that each and every individual is being selected as a part of sample. Okay, so don't confuse, there are very simple concepts. Okay, so in that, first type is convenience sampling. So in this type of sampling, or non-probability based sampling method, a convenience sampling is simply includes the individual who happens to be most accessible to researcher. So in this type of sampling method, we choose or we take sample those who are convenient to us. Suppose I told you to simply enumerate the soil bacteria. I told you to simply enumerate the soil bacteria. Then, what is the convenient sampling frame for you? You can just choose any soil from our premises or our campus. So, there is no need to go outside at any field to choose sample, because our campus has soil and you can take that soil to enumerate that soil bacteria. So this is how convenient sampling is done. So your premises or our campus premises is convenient, it has also soil and you can take that soil also to enumerate bacteria. So this is how convenient sampling is done. So what is meant by convenient sampling? Because this area or this means samples, they are most accessible to us. Okay, so this is an easy and inexpensive way to gather initial data, but there is no way to tell if the sample is representative of population, so it cannot produce generalized result. So convenient sampling is that, so you can take samples those who are convenient to us, or you can choose the individuals who are most accessible to us. Okay, so this is how convenient sampling is done. So in this picture you can see, so this is the convenient sampling, and in this you can see the researcher and the samples, they are rounded by circle, they are most accessible to that researcher or the person who wants to study. So these accessible persons he can use as a sample. Okay, so this is how convenient sampling is done. The next, voluntary response sampling. So what is meant by voluntary response sampling? So volunteer, here volunteers they willingly means they willingly do the act of being a part of sample. Okay, nowadays you are all known that there is most of the companies, they are engaged in producing vaccine against COVID-19. Okay, and they require various individuals to test the vaccine. Okay, to check the efficiency of vaccine, they require lots of clinical research as well as clinical trials, and trials on mouse models, on trials on various kinds of individuals of different age groups. So what they did, they call volunteers, or they call willingly the persons who wants to means act as a volunteer to in the study of vaccine. So there are several individuals who willingly take the dose of that trials, and the vaccine is tested on these kind of volunteers. So this is how voluntary sampling is done. So in this type, so those individuals who willingly wants to become a part of sample, they go and they this is voluntary act. Okay, this is simply we can say voluntary act. So you can willingly go to the researcher and you can itself means willingly you can being a part of sample. So similar to convenience sample, a voluntary sample is mainly based on easy access. So instead of researcher choosing participant, so the directly contacting them, people voluntary themselves by responding to public online survey, and willingly there are some individuals they become a part of sample. Okay, so voluntary response samples are always least somewhat biased, and some people will inherently be more likely to be voluntary than others. So purely this type of sampling is based on individuals itself, means its own willing. So this type of sampling is mostly based on voluntary act. That's why it is called as a voluntary response sampling, and this kind of sampling is based on voluntary act or willingness. Okay, so in this picture you can see that those individuals who willingly wants to become a part of sample, they reach and they become a part of sample. So this is how voluntary response sample is carried out. The next is purposive sampling. So this type of sampling involves the researcher using their judgment to select sample that is most useful to purpose of research. So purposive sampling means what? So the sample that is best suited to our study is chosen in this type of criteria. Okay, so in this type of sampling involves the judgment to select a sample that is most useful to purpose of research. So these kind of sampling method or samples, they are based on purpose of research that is to be conducted. Okay, so it is used in qualitative research where the researcher wants to gain detailed knowledge about specific phenomenon rather than make statistical inference, and an effective purposive sample must have clear criteria and rationale for inclusion. So what is done in this type of sampling? So the samples they are chosen according to purpose of your study. Okay, so samples they are taking or they are chosen as a purpose of, or means they should depend upon a purpose of your research or purpose of your study. So in this picture you can see purposive samples. So samples should be chosen as per our convenience or as a purpose of our research. Okay, then last sampling is snowball sampling. So in this type of it is, if the population is hard to access, snowball sampling can be used to recruit participants via other participants, and the number of people you have access to snowballs as you get in contact with more people. So you are very well known about the chain marketing, that in this type of chain marketing, one individual includes as a part, and he extends the chain by including several other people or several other person. In the similar way here, one individual who recruits other, and the other recruits some other people to become a part of sample. So this is how snowball sampling is carried out. So in this picture you can see the individual, the first who selected as a sample, it recruits or it takes some other people to become a part of sample, and that other people also select some other persons to become a part of sample. So this is how these non-probability based sampling methods are studied or carried out. So in this lecture we have covered these 4 sampling methods that are based on non-probability based sampling methods. In that we have covered 4 methods. First is convenience sampling method, then second is voluntary response sampling method. It is purely based on voluntary act or willingness of individual. Then next we have studied purposive sampling method. So these type of sampling methods, they are these samples, they are based on purpose of our research. And last we have seen snowball sampling method. Okay, so this is how non-probability based samples they are carried out, and here we have finished sample as well as population parameter. So in next lecture we'll see some basic terminologies regarding statistics. Okay, thanks.